Morning guys, welcome to, is it the fourth Vlogmas? I'm losing track already, which is not a good start, but I didn't film yesterday just because it was a travel day. So travel days usually when we go and visit my family down in Cambridge are just a bit boring really. We literally get up, get ready, get in the car and make our way home because it's quite a bit of a drive, so it's just a long slog. So I thought I wouldn't bring you along for that because that would be quite a boring Vlogmas episode and not very festive. So today is a nice little day. I think we're gonna have a nice little day, but the weather's kind of got in the way of what I had planned. So I've got up, got dressed, we're heading to Reformer Pilates. First thing, I've got a class at 9:20, which I'm really excited about. I absolutely love my Reformer Pilates. I look forward to it every single week, so we're gonna go and do that first, and then afterwards I was planning on us having like a little wreath making day. I've picked my lip, by the way. I haven't just got something sat on my lip. I'm an awful picker, like a skin picker. I literally cannot help myself, even though I know it will result in ugly looking lips. But yeah, anyway, we were gonna have like a wreath making day because I like to do that every year. I go out and like pick some bits and bobs up and make a Christmassy wreath for the front door, but it's absolutely chucking it down, so I don't know if I'll have to rearrange that and maybe we can do something else today, maybe go and have a little look around the shops or something like that. But yeah, first things first on the agenda this morning is Reformer Pilates, and then I'm sure we can find something Christmassy to get up to today that doesn't involve maybe going out in the rain, because I don't know if that's a bit of me, to be honest. Okay, just finished my Pilates class, loved it as always. I've just pulled up now to those like lockers to drop a vintage parcel off, and then I've decided that I think I'm going to brave it and try and make a Christmas wreath today, because usually I do it like right at the beginning of December because they last ages, and obviously I want it up all Christmas, and you know how early that we put our Christmas decorations up. So I want to get it done today, so we're not going to let the weather pass off. So after this I'm going to go to Hobbycraft and get like a base, because I stupidly threw away all of our wreath bases. I have no idea why I did that, so I'm just going to go and grab one from Hobbycraft after this and maybe have a little look at all their wreath bits, because they sell loads of cute little bits that you can put on your wreath. So that is the plan for the morning. Drop the vintage parcel off, and then we're going to go and have a little look around Hobbycraft and see what little wreath bits we can pick up. Right, I'm in Hobbycraft now, and they've got a whole section. They've got like different shaped ones as well. I've never seen those before. And then they've got all the dry bits to go on top of it. I just wanted like a round one, but I can't see any here, so I'm going to have a look upstairs and see what they've got. But how cool are these little Christmas tree ones? I'm just going to get like a simple wire one, I think, but they sell all of these little bags of bits to put on top of your wreath. They've got like the orange slices, the apple slices. These are really pretty as well. They're like whitewashed. But I've got bits like this at home, so I'm just going to pick up the base to tie all like the greenery and the foliage onto. You can also get like these ones that you wet, so that you can like water the bits that are fresh, but I always just use either these wire ones or the like the dried hay ones, because they work really well, and the things on there will last 2 weeks anyway. Okay, I think I'm probably mental for doing this because it's absolutely chucking it down still, but I've just put my massive coat on. We've got an IKEA bag ready to collect some bits for this wreath. You can tell I'm like proper dedicated to this wreath, it seems, because I'm willing to go out in the rain for it. But there's like a really good like woodland, like forest walk on the way home from Hobbycraft, so I've just pulled in and I just thought it's going to be really quiet because no one's going to be walking around in the rain, so I won't look like an absolute weirdo walking around in the forest with my big IKEA bag scrounging some bits for my Christmas wreath. So that's the plan now. We're going to go and do that. It's about 11:30, so we're going to see if, like, what we can collect and see what we can find. I'm hoping to find some really nice little branches that can go really nicely on the Christmas wreath. Usually I do this with my mum. She comes with me and we really enjoy doing this together, but she's not going to be up until like the week before Christmas, and I want my wreath to be up on the door. I feel like we're the only house around our area that doesn't have a wreath, and I saw some really nice ones when me and Sam were having a mooch in St Ives in that florist. There was like a really nice green wreath with a nice mustard ribbon, so I'm going to try and recreate that today. So yeah, let's go out into the forest, and see what bits we can find to put on this wreath. Right, we're back. That was successful. I actually managed to get together a little bag of bits to make a wreath with. So we're on for wreath making later on. I'm just going to make me and Sam some lunch now. We had a roast last night. I don't know what came over me, but I had the energy to make a roast dinner when we got back from driving home yesterday. To be fair, Sam drove back, so I literally just sat in the car for 2 hours. But we've got like a tub of leftover roast dinner, so I'm going to make us like a chicken and stuffing sandwich for lunch with some little roasties. I've just had a shower, done my skincare, got changed into a Christmassy jumper, so we're all set. So yeah, we're going to eat some lunch and then I'm going to get on with making this wreath and see how we get on with it. Look how good that looks. I've just reheated it all in the air fryer. Some sourdough bread, a little pot of gravy to go with it, and I've reheated the roasties as well. I just did Sam one and took it up to him because he's working. So I'm going to eat this and then get on with making our little wreath. So we've got our little setup going here. This is what I picked up obviously in Hobbycraft. If you saw me getting this, it's just a wire wreath frame. And I got these actually from when I had my dried flower small business. These are still lurking around in the garage. I had a couple of bunches of them, so I thought they'd go really nicely because I'm going to try and make like a mustardy one, which sounds quite random. But I saw a really pretty mustard one in one of the shops that we saw, so I'm going to try and recreate that. I'm going on like I'm an expert at wreath making. I'm definitely not. I just kind of wing it and do what I think looks nice. So yeah, I've just collected some bits in like our local country park. I got some, I don't know the names of any of these. Honestly, I am not an outdoorsy person, which might sound a bit bizarre considering I've gone out and picked all this stuff up, but it's just to make an aesthetic wreath. So I'm not an outdoorsy person, so this is a bit out of my comfort zone, to be totally honest with you. But I just picked some of these up because I thought these were cute and they look kind of yellow, so I thought they'd go really nicely with it. Then there was loads of holly. I try and just pick up bits that have fallen like off, or pick the really low branches, do you know what I mean? So I'm not like taking the mick and just snapping loads off. So I got some holly as well, and then holly's the only name that I know of this whole bag. And these bits are really good for wreaths, and there's loads of this in the park that I go to, so I've got a lot of that. It's all soaking wet because it's absolutely pouring it down outside. So yeah, I've just lit my Cozy Nights neon candle. I'm actually gonna make myself a little Christmassy drink before we get started. I made one the other day and honestly it's the best coffee ever, so I'm going to show you how I make it because it's so good. And if you like cinnamon and iced coffee, you have to try this because I tasted it and it was literally like a Starbucks drink or something. It's so good. I feel like I'm literally on MasterChef. Is that even a thing? I don't know if that's even a right analogy there, but I feel like I'm about to give a really official demonstration. I've got you up on my tripod, but I basically just made, so this is the iced coffee tutorial that you need in your life this Christmas. If you like cinnamon, if you like iced coffee and you want to make a little Christmassy drink at home, you have to try this. So in here I've literally just put 2 teaspoons of instant coffee and I've put 2 pumps of caramel syrup. Or some days I'll use a little bit of honey because it just gives it like a really nice sweetness. So whatever way you want to sweeten your coffee, or if you don't like sweet coffee, skip that step, but I always have to have my coffee really sweet. And then I just grab a glass. This is like my favourite glass to have it in. A bit of milk, obviously again however strong or milky you like your coffee. I usually use about that much, I'd say. And in here, this is a really unhelpful recipe because I just eyeball everything, but then I just get some cinnamon. Again, depends how much you love your cinnamon. I absolutely love cinnamon, so I just whack loads of this in here. I just keep going and going and going. You don't want too much though, because sometimes I've gone overboard and you can like taste the graininess of the cinnamon. Where's my little whisk? And then I'll just get my little hand whisk, whisk that up so it mixes all in. And then give my little coffee shot a whiz up as well, because I like it really frothy. till all the coffee's dissolved. I'm just going to grab some ice. Load of ice. And then I just chuck the coffee shot on top as you would a normal coffee. And then, this step's a bit naughty, but if you've got some whipped cream, I always have whipped cream this time of year because of hot chocolates and stuff. So, I'll just put a little bit of whipped cream on top. And one of you actually on TikTok, this was such a good idea, they were like saying about the little mini gingerbread men from B&M, and I've got some, so I'm going to put some of those on top as well actually. Let's get them down so that they're ready. These are the cutest things ever. I'm going to pop a couple of these on top today, look at them. So yeah, I'm just going to do my little, oh, that's going everywhere. Look at that. And then a little dusting of cinnamon. Oh my god. Every time I make this, I'm so impressed with myself. I feel like it looks so professional. And then I'm going to pop on, oh my god, how cute is this? Look at that. Isn't that just the cutest thing ever? Do we do one or two? Let's just stick with one for now. I'm obsessed. Look how cute. Let's have a little taste test of this coffee. Oh, it's so good. Genuinely feels like a Starbucks. I think the whipped cream on top just gives it that like yummy, creamy, Starbucksy taste. Right. Anyway, let's get on with this now because I want to get this done. I want to get this wreath on our front door. So I feel like I'm on Art Attack now. I've had a quick change from MasterChef to Art Attack. But I've got my little hoop. I've never actually used one of these ones before. The ones that I usually have are a lot thicker than this, but I think it's just the same concept really. It's actually really simple to make a wreath. I never realised how simple it was. I'm going to show you the inspo pic that I have got from the weekend when we saw one on like the outside of a florist and I just fell in love with it. Let's see. I actually love all of these to be fair. But, where is it? Let's see if we can slow down the video. Oh, here we go. Look at that with like the mustard ribbon. I just love that. That one's got like feathers in, I've just noticed. But then I took a picture of the wreaths. They're just gorgeous. I've actually got as well, I've just remembered, I've got some like potpourri, like Christmassy potpourri with like pine cones, like this one. So we might go for something like that as well. But I'm just going to keep it simple to start with and make like the greenery. So all you need to do to make a wreath is, again, not a pro, going on like I'm a pro giving a demo, this is just how I've done it the last couple of years when I've made one. You literally just need to make little, I'm like got fear that a bug is going to come off of these like branches, but trying just to ignore that for now. But yeah, I just make tiny little bunches. I think I'm going to go quite small with the bunches actually, so that it's easier to manage. And I just put like a bit of everything in there. Make them quite full. You want them quite small so they're easy to manage, but I like mine quite bushy and full. So I'm going to put quite a few different stems in there. Just cutting them down so they're a bit more manageable. Few in there. I quite like my wreaths to look a bit like wild and bushy as well, so I don't really keep mine neat, but I think you could obviously be a bit more careful with it and keep them nice and neat and don't go too wild with the different branches, if you know what I mean. I'm going to put a bit of holly in there as well. Obviously got to be careful with the holly because I just spike my finger. So yeah, I just make little bunches about that size and then I literally just tie them on to the base and just go round and round. So I'm just going to do that now. It's just quite repetitive this bit, but I find it really therapeutic. I love things like this where you can just switch your mind off to and just concentrate on what you're doing without having to think too much. I think that's why I love doing this. So yeah, I'm just going to get on now, make those little bunches, and then we can start attaching it to the base. is how we're doing. About a third of the way there. But it's looking cute. It's looking wild. That's how I like it. That's what we're going for. It's intentional, I'm telling myself anyway, but I think that looks cute. It's got like a little bit of mustard in from those little buds or whatever they're called. So I've put in some of those dried flowers with it, but I don't know if I like them. So I'm just going to carry on just with the green and then go in after and add some cute little like pine cones and stuff like that. I'll show you what I've got actually through here. Don't mind the dirty washing everywhere. In here I've got some like little oranges and cinnamon sticks and stuff. This is potpourri left over, so I might use some bits from there to stick on it, but I'm just going to carry on, finish off the greenery and then add in all the little cute bits afterwards. Right, we are all done. She's looking very lopsided. I've just put it on a little wreath hanger on the kitchen door, and even on the camera that is looking worse. So I think I need to just have a little play around, but I've dug out some ribbon and I've found a mustard ribbon to go on it. I think that's going to go really nicely, but I'm just trying to decide whether to put some of these on. I don't know whether to just leave it green. I think it's going to be a bit like that. Trying to put these on. I think they look really cute, but I think I'm going to have to like glue them on. And I've actually used these before on a wreath on our front door, and when they got wet they got mouldy when it rained and stuff. So I don't know, I feel like it would look better with them on. The more I'm looking at that, the more I want to stick them on. How would I do that? I'm trying to think. I could probably thread some string through the middle of them. I think I'm going to do that actually, and then we'll come back. And I think I'm going to tie this ribbon on the bottom and then just hang it from the wreath. But she's looking very lopsided, but I love her. She's nice and bushy and natural and green and Christmassy. I just need to fan it out a bit more. I think I made these bunches slightly bigger, which is why she's looking a little lopsided. Okay, I'm much happier with it now. How cute is that? It's not perfect, obviously, but I'm loving it. I think it looks really nice. It looks really rustic. That's the look that we're going for. And I really think the oranges have helped like bring it together. And I think they match this little ribbon really nicely. I'm gonna go and pop it on the front door now, but I just love it. I feel like it's really like classic Christmas, do you know what I mean? I feel like it's making me feel like really warm and cozy, you know, like a proper Christmassy decoration. I feel like all of our decorations in the house are very sort of like modern, neutral, not really like classic Christmas, do you know what I mean? But I feel like this just gives that really cozy vibe, so I'm really pleased with that. I've just put it on the front door. Look how cute it looks. Absolutely love it. Right, the wreath is on the door. I am so pleased with it and I've had a really nice afternoon. So this is your sign. If you've been wanting to make a wreath, go out, just grab some bits and see what you can make, because it's honestly so fun. And usually, obviously, I live quite a distance from my mum and my friends, and like typically if we were living near each other we would go to like one of those little workshops together and do it. This is going to make me sound so sad, but I just think if you fancy doing something, go and do it. And it's such a nice way to get in the Christmassy spirit and get you in the mood. And I think there's just nothing better than like a nice fresh handmade wreath on your door. It just gives all the cozy Christmassy wholesome feels, and it's such a nice couple of hours to spend off your phone if you're like me and you just sit and scroll endlessly, mindlessly as well. It's like muscle memory, me just sitting on the sofa scrolling. It's so nice to just have a couple of hours off your phone, and it's really therapeutic to be distracted by something like that. So yeah, really enjoyed it. I hope you lot get up to making a little wreath this Christmas. I think it's such a nice thing to do, and there's literally loads of pictures on Pinterest as well. If you're like lacking inspiration, go on Pinterest. You literally don't have to spend any money. Like, you can just go out on a walk and see what you can pick up. and put in your wreath. But if you did want to treat yourself to some bits hobbycraft, as you saw earlier, also have everything that you need. I'm getting a bit excited, overexcited, my words aren't coming out properly, but they literally have everything that you need to make a wreath if you wanted to splash out a few little bits. But if you just wanted to do it as a freebie, just go on a walk and see what you can pick up, and you'd be surprised. I've just noticed a massive bug on the door that I think has come from this lot, so I'm just going to tidy it all up now, and I'm going to get this video edited so it can be put up tonight. But I really hope you're enjoying Vlogmas. I did mention yesterday that we're back home now. Obviously we've been with my family down in Cambridge, so it's been a bit chaotic trying to like vlog and edit and upload in the same day. So the vlogs from now on are hopefully going to be a bit longer because we get some more time together to just chill, do some Christmassy stuff, and it's not frantic back and forth from family members and visiting and all that stuff. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy spending another day with me, and I will see you tomorrow for the next episode of Vlogmas.